Levi Washington, he broke it down. The difference between high maintenance and high materialism. I want you guys to hear what I heard, okay? Listen to this.
Men love high maintenance women. A lot of people get this wrong, so allow me to clear a few things up once and for all. A woman who maintains herself to a high level, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, who maintains hygiene, class, and decorum, that is high maintenance. Go ahead with that skincare routine. Self-care is sexy. And socially speaking, the way a woman presents herself is a representation of her man. And vice versa, of course. My father always told me growing up that the way that I move in public is a representation of the Washington name. So I should move in a way that honors that. Not that I always did, but you get the point. High maintenance signals self-respect. But the problem is, a lot of people narcissistically manipulate this idea and start acting like it's other people's job to maintain them. Empowerment turns into entitlement real quick, real freaking quick. I would actually consider myself to be a high maintenance man because I maintain myself to high standards of behavior, hygiene, fitness, fiscal responsibility, not because I go around demanding that a woman must maintain me or sustain me like it's my birthright. And that's what I think a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are looking for a mommy or a daddy to acquiesce to every request.
I'm pausing it for a second, yeah? Because Levi is onto something. If you guys have seen my dating tips from, I think I've done it in like 2024, possibly. I don't remember. But anyway, the point of what I'm trying to say is I've spoken about this sort of thing before. The whole point of what I explained there was that it is important to ensure that we are elevating and looking after ourselves. So high maintenance is not about I need somebody that's going to be able to provide and do this and that and the third. Obviously those things are nice, do not get me wrong, but high maintenance is being with somebody who maintains themselves to a certain standard, and not just in terms of their physical, but in terms of their character, morals, their values, their beliefs, integrity, their level of accountability, their mental resilience, have ambition. All of those things for me incorporate somebody that is of high maintenance. I myself have worked to get to a point. I would now class myself as high maintenance. And it's not because I'm looking for a sugar daddy, somebody that's just going to be back, because you can get somebody that can do that for you, but everything else about them stinks to high heaven. So when he is saying it is important to carry yourself in the way that you want yourself to be known, I need to represent what I stand for. When I'm outside, going to work, meeting people, I'm representing my family name. That is what high maintenance is, at least to me. It is about the self-care that you invest in yourself and not purely the aesthetic, because these days everybody is getting on the surgery table. Let's be honest, BBL is the new normal, but it is not just about that. It's not just about the makeup and what, of course it's nice. I've got my lashes done, I had my eyebrows tattooed, bladed. I invest in those things as well, but for me the most important thing is the continual investment into my values, what I stand for, my character, who I am, my personality, how I come across. Those are the things that matter, that make up my core. The aesthetics and the beauty is just that added extra. It's nice to look nice, to feel nice. It's so vital to invest in yourself, because the beauty about that is also you will not need to depend on anybody for your happiness and contentment. Anyone that comes into your life should add to what you already are. It should not be that this person is now coming to make you whole. Hello? No, nobody should be coming to make you 100%. You should be 100% before you meet someone. You meet somebody who is also 100%, and then you people just come and set the world ablaze. Literally that part. Because for me, if somebody comes into my life and they want to do foolishness, trust and believe I have absolutely zero remorse walking away from people. I do not care. I'm very good good at disappearing on people. If you bring wahala, if you bring chaos, stress, everything that is contrary to what I work on a constant basis, you are going to be hitting the door. Why? Because I've been there. I've done that. Spent so much time getting myself to a place where I feel so confident within myself, where I'm walking in the direction that I believe God has called me to, that I will not allow just anybody to come in and mess up my vibe. No. But anyway, you know me, I can talk. Let's continue and hear what Levi has to... Let's see him finish this off. Yeah, let's go.
To get everything they have decided that they deserve while giving as little as possible in return. True high-maintenance people are not parasitic. It's not someone else's job to maintain you. The purpose of a team is to multiply. I think the greatest misconception with what it means to be high maintenance happens when people conflate maintenance with materialism. Demanding a Louis Vuitton lifestyle is not high maintenance, that's high materialism. They are not the same. I hear so many people talk about how men love low maintenance women because they are the easiest to manipulate. But let's not act for a second like materialistic girlies aren't just as malleable. In fact, they may even be the easiest to manipulate because they are bisexual. You buy things and in return, they will be sexual. There's a whole industry based on such interactions. Pay to play is not high maintenance. Maintenance is about what you choose to maintain for yourself based on what you value. Women who maintain high degrees of integrity and self-care will desire men who handle business and maintain high levels of integrity, intention, and direction.
Listen, high maintenance is what you choose to maintain for yourself based on your values. Do not confuse high maintenance with high materialism. Hey, I struggled to pronounce that word. With high materialism. Correct. Because there is a difference. Like he said, okay, he referenced women because he's speaking from that heterosexual perspective. But you get people who are bisexual. You buy them stuff and they will give you the physical goods. They're after what they can get from you. Listen, anybody can go broke all of a sudden. It happens. Life be lifing. So if you get with somebody just based off the fact that they can give you materialistic lifestyle, you're sacrificing your own true happiness for the sake of financial comfort. If you're looking after yourself firstly, and then you are saying your prayers of faith, Lord, I believe that this is the person that you are going to bring into my life. This is the type of man I want to marry. I come from a place of gratitude. Whether it happens, I am grateful. And so if somebody comes, praise the Lord. If nobody comes, praise the Lord. Either way, we are praising the Lord. Not everyone is out here doing single and lonely. Some people are single and very, very fulfilled within themselves. Okay? Because some of the most miserable people can be people who are married. Hello, somebody. When you just are, I just want ring. You just want the display, presentation of how it looks. You can end up in a situation that you had no business being in because you put your desires ahead of your emotional intelligence and logic. I'm not trying to get onto anybody. I'm just saying the truth, folks. We can avoid all of that because guess what? When you're investing in being a better you, your standards will naturally start to increase. Why? You hold yourself to a particular standard. Therefore, anybody who is wanting to put their foot through the door, you're going to want somebody whose values align with your own. Just because somebody has money, and yet their character, they don't know how to talk to you. They make you feel small. When you talk, they don't listen. You try and bring ideas and they just shut everything down. Like they just do not show genuine care for the person that you are. Like you're not going to do it. You're going to say, whoa. God bless you, all of that. But this ain't for me. I'll see you later. It's going to be that type of vibe. We can't come and sacrifice our happiness and our joy for the sake of to say, I have a man. Nah, sir. No. We're not doing that at all. When you're constantly working on yourself, that level of gratitude will be there. You appreciate yourself now. Do you get it? Because you know how much work you put into yourself. You're going to have your eyes wide open. It's not that, you're now harsh with people, but it's just like, no, I recognize what I want and I recognize what I don't. Simple as. Yes, it'd be nice to be with someone, but now it's coming from a place of, I don't need, but I want. Before, I've been that person. I was like, oh, I need a man. Years ago. Yeah, that was me. I was like, oh, I won't feel complete. I had work to do. I had so much work to do. And my order of priorities were out of sync. I had to restructure a lot of things. On item number 1, how do we deal with this condition that you have, PMDD? Because even that, I don't want that to come and ruin any potential that I meet in future. So I was like, I need to do the things I need to do to work on that firstly. And then I need to lose weight because I was big. I've got my videos out there. Yeah, I was a big girl. I was like, need to work on that as well. Then I was like, my food intake is diabolical. Need to work on that too. And my faith. When was the last time I read my Bible? I was even ashamed at a certain point for somebody to come and ask me that question. Like, there was just so many elements in my life that I knew I needed to work on. Where I am now elevated, where I'm feeling confident, resilient, and I'm feeling emotionally secure. I've got my condition under my control. It's taken a lot of work. And now that I've got to that place is now that I'm like, okay, if I meet someone, let's go. Because I'm not like, I want to meet someone. Why am I on my own and crying in my bed at night? Listen, at nighttime, I'm saying my affirmations. I'm reciting my scriptures to myself. Me, I don't have time to sit and cry about the fact that I'm single. For what? It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. That's it. There's 2 results, either yes or no. That is it. And I've made my peace with both of them. Guys, it's okay to be high maintenance, innit? It made so much sense to me because every time I heard it, I thought of it as, oh, high maintenance is you're somebody that needs somebody to constantly care after you and all. No, you should be self-sufficient. Hey, English, self-sufficient. Correction. Before we meet each other, what's everyone doing? Before I met you, I was looking after myself, isn't it? Do I look hungry? No. Do I have somewhere where I stay and rest my head? Yes. I don't need somebody to come in and do for me. Obviously, yes, it'd be nice. That is not the fundamental of why I'm meeting somebody. Yes, I believe men should be able to provide and do certain things as men because I'm looking at it from a biblical perspective. However, it's not that I need someone so that I can have dinner. Like, nah, it's not that. It's just sort of realigning what it is that we want based on where we are ourselves. And if you've got work to do, you've got work to do. Now that I've been doing the work for some years, I really have realized how much work I needed to do and how much I was in a position to not be dating anybody. I needed to focus on myself. And now that I've been doing it, is now that I'm like, okay, now I'm ready. I know what it is to be consistent with something, to be disciplined. It's not that I'm constantly going to be doing things off the back of my feelings because let's be honest, it's not every day that we're going to be feeling lovey-dovey. Let's be real. There's going to be days when you're going to be looking at the person sideways. I've heard this from married people that I know in my life, and it's at that point that the foundation of your relationship, the friendship, it kicks in. Okay, well, do you know what? This person is also my best friend because I don't know about you guys, but me, I'm trying to marry my best friend, okay? When the romance is a bit dead, the best friend vibes kick in and then I do the work. What can I do in this situation to reignite? These things go through my head when I think about the potential of getting married. Even now, as a single person on my own, I will do things because it's the right thing to do, not because I feel like it, I feel motivated, I'm on it today, woke up and I'm like, can't wait to go gym. Nah, there's most days it's difficult to keep up with the disciplines. My perspective in terms of marriage is the same. When days get difficult or what have you, it's not about feelings. What's the right thing to do? I need to be that circle of influence in any way that is practically possible to get us back to a place where we're back on track. Be high maintenance. There's nothing wrong with it. Look after yourself. You will then not entertain people who are just a nonsense. You will be open to entertaining people who are like-minded. You're going to see value in them. You're going to start seeing more value added to your life. They are an asset They are not a burden. Nobody wants that. No one wants to be with somebody that's gonna come and burden their life. Nah, man. Been there, done that on my own. Nah, not at all. Focus on yourself. Work on every aspect of your life where you feel more confident, more proud of yourself. And then once you get to a point where you're like, yeah, nah, I'm doing the thing, I'm good. It's at that point that you're now ready to meet someone. Even Dr. Miles Monroe said the same thing. He said, you are ready for marriage when you are not looking to get married. Boom! Drops mic. That one right there, yeah, it's the truth. Be that high maintenance person for you and for your potential spouse. And let them do the same. It's a bright new day. You're here with your girl, Miss Annie J. I'm gonna give them what they want cause I came to slay. And nothing's ever gonna take my joy away. I'm about that life.